Hello and welcome to League of Starcraft Chicago. I am Metasaur, casting from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is very far from Chicago. And this is the semifinals. This is SMGJtek, our green Protoss in the top left-hand corner of Star Station. And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have Kessian, the red Protoss. Again, this is the semifinals of the finals of the League of Starcraft Chicago, which is an after-work activity between a bunch of awesome players at Ignite Gaming Lounge in Chicago, organized by Megan Silvari Voidre. Very happy to have been a part of this and to have casted it. I have casted it with my friend Mesha, who we did cast a lot of these games when they first aired, as opposed to these replays. However, I was a scrub and didn't go into Twitch in time. Well, it was the holidays and stuff was weird, you know what I'm saying? When stuff gets weird, gotta watch out, or at least be more accountable for things that you do. And if they're saved on something, that it's not going to be saved unless you go and save it. So whatever. We are seeing probably gateway openings for both these players. SMGJtek, with this particular player, I've seen him do really great macro against mostly Terrans in this season of League of Starcraft Chicago, which is it's been like 5 or 6 weeks. The week before this was a wildfire week where all players did best of ones against each other, which was pretty awesome. I don't have most of those particular replays up, but I will, because I'm doing all of that today. We have SMGJtek scouting the main of Kessian. He's going to see that gas opening with that gateway opening, and we'll see that Cybercore come down in just a moment along with the second pylon, and we're seeing basically the same thing out of SMGJtek. And again, this has been an ongoing set of games between a bunch of the same players in Chicago, and they've been getting sending me their replays, and I've been casting the VODs and the best of my ability. Again, I'm totally amateur and I don't know what I'm looking at because I'm a gold lead Zerg, but it's pretty obvious when things are supposed to happen or not happening, and it's okay. Most of the stuff that happens is cheese anyway, and I know all about that. Or at least I used to. Again, we are seeing a Zealot. A Zealot out of whom? Zealot out of Kessian. And, you know, some players, when they do an opening like this, they'll want to cancel that Zealot in order to get, if they don't see... well, if they scout and they don't see anything aggressive coming from the other player, like a double gas, then they'll skip on the Zealot and get a quick natural. But again, that's not PvP, I guess. Already a forward pylon from Kessian. We're going to probably see the same type of builds that we've seen from him all season. And SMGJtek's forward pylon has been discovered in the third area of Kessian. So Kessian has been totally prone to going 4-gate in every match I've seen him do, basically, except against Terran. In macro games, later games, he just kind of loses his nerve, is not able to expand, spend efficiently, get those upgrades. He really likes to just do that 4-gate, keep it going from the 6 minute and 30 second mark up until the other player is dead, which doesn't work against a lot of players who are of a higher level, who are able to scout and smell it and hold it off, because really it just takes 2 immortals. We're seeing basically the same thing from SMGJtek. We are seeing a 4-gate, and we have 2 extra gates down for Kessian. Will we see another? Probably in just a second. Yep, and there it is. Guys, your probes, I need mine. Come on, buddy. SMGJtek is putting up another forward pylon at the Zelnaga Tower. Oh, taking out another one, but this... Oh, we're going to watch this Stalker kite all day, or just run away, even though it could just kite all day, and just take out that Zealot. Mothership Core coming to rendezvous with that forward pylon, which does have a Stalker at it, and is getting another Stalker, and that's it at the moment. And I bet SMGJtek smells this, and SMGJtek's warp gates are operational. Let's see if this 4-gate from... Oh, SMGJtek will be able to take out this pylon. Will Kessian turn around? Kessian is going to turn around, because if that pylon dies, his entire thing is just flopped. And Kessian needs to just take out the pylon, or try to. No, he needs to move back. So SMGJtek is moving back. Is there more warping? Yes, there's more warping of Stalkers coming in the main of SMGJtek. And here's the engage. Cool micro, but great micro and great spread from SMGJtek, able to take out that mothership core and just dance around these Stalkers and Zealots. So, oh, and these Zealots aren't doing anything over there. And great micro from SMGJtek, bringing back the wounded Stalker and moving up that ramp. And we'll be able to, and let's see, more Stalkers coming in. So, SMGJtek definitely having the upper hand right now, having more army supply, and will be able to take out the rest of these annoying units in his base. Great going from SMGJtek, doing a good amount of micro and a great positioning when dealing with Kessian. Kessian not having his Zealots hotkeyd, weren't able to come around and be cannon fodder for his Stalkers. And right now he's going to kite all day, kite all night. Micro super well, kill all of these Zealots. And the Stalker count is just astronomical for SMGJtek, having a 42 supply over 74, or 42 supply against 29. Both players not opting to expand yet, and we do see more Stalkers coming in for SMGJtek. And that forward pylon is down. This probe can put something else down if Kessian has him in its micro. Oh, and he is also supply blocked. It does look like SMGJtek will be taking this game one. He has just too many units, and I don't see any other tech units coming in from Kessian to really stop this, or he needs Immortals, but it doesn't necessarily matter. This is a very, very awesome. Let's see. Any workers killed? Any workers killed? No. We're about to see. We're about to see him charge up the main. SMGJtek having a great Stalker ball and coming up that ramp. No force fields coming down, and yep, SMGJtek. It's undeniable, his power, his skill, and that force field doing absolutely nothing. And we get a GG from Kessian, and we're having SMGJtek taking this game one of a best of 3 in the semifinals of League of Starcraft Chicago. Again, Kessian needs to focus on something with a little of a later game in mind, or just having better micro when doing his 4-gate, especially in a PvP. And now we're going to see game 2 on Yensu, which I hate this map in general, and I hate this map against Protoss in general, coming from a Zerg point of view. However, this is a PvP between a friend in the green shorts in the bottom left-hand corner. His name is SMGJtek. And in the top right-hand corner, we have Kessian, the red Protoss. He has 1 game up. Can he take this game 2 and make it a very quick thing, or is he going to allow his opponent to get back in the game? He is, Kessian. We're going to see the same build from Kessian, no doubt. He's just going to do it. He's going to do a 4-gate. It's just the way it's going to be. And again, this is for the winner of this set of matches will be going to the finals, or will be going to the 3rd and 4th place match bracket. Or the bronze match is what it's called. Both players doing basically the same builds. But what is SMGJ? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was like, what is he doing? SMGJtek definitely getting that scout off. Going to see that not single gas. He should be getting his gas by now. If he's going to do that 4-gate, Kessian, you better get that. You better get it. That gas, better get it. But he's not getting it. This is very weird. SMGJtek has his gas save, getting 3 workers on that, as well as having that gateway. Kessian now getting that gas and putting down his cybernetics core. And SMGJtek doing a great job scouting, definitely seeing basically the same thing. And if he has been watching, well, I don't think he's been. I don't think Kessian has been have any PvPs, or I have any PvP replays from him. But, well, if you talk to the person he went against before, it was, you know. So Kessian has been through 2 rounds where he has been victorious, and now he's in the semifinals against SMGJtek. SMGJtek won against OTB Dave to get to here. And then before that, let me see if I can get there. Nope, and SMGJtek had a buy-in into the second round. So he took out OTB Dave in the last game. Oh, Kessian, that Pexi proxy that pesky dumb probe in the optional third area, which is the third that I take, and putting that forward pylon up. Again, both players scouting with their probes to find those pesky other probes that are laying those proxy pylons. And isn't this pretty weird that they're putting... God, they're both... Who can do the cheese faster? Who can do it better? SMGJtek proved that he could do it better, but now we'll see. Who will have the quicker warp gate? Both warp gates are pretty much at the same speed. But we're seeing Kessian definitely have more supply. Oh, another proxy pylon, but the Kessian Zealot has found it. Stalker moving up, even though he should be checking this third area. He knows it's happening. He knows he's going to do that. Oh, wow, Kessian having the way better worker supply. And it probably isn't going to kill him either. Or who is this? SMGJtek. Has way more supply, way more worker supply, which is great. And he'll be able to micro his way right up this ramp. Where's the warp in? Kessian needs to warp in right now. He's warping right now. Or is he in the main? Yeah, he's in the main. With these 4 stalkers, we're basically in a base trade scenario at this moment between Kessian and SMGJtek in this semifinals of League of Starcraft Chicago. Whoa. We do have Kessian is doing very good work in this base, taking out pylons, making sure he's unable to produce. And there's been no, oh gosh, and there's absolutely no, and probes are being pulled in SMGJtek's camp. What's happening up here? Oh, Kessian's basically going to get rid of these stalkers of the SMGJtek. And Kessian pulling off a great 4-gate, taking out all those pylons, and now being able to take out all of these here probes. And only 2 stalkers left that are very wounded that are running back to the main of SMGJtek. But SMGJtek has lost 20 probes. He is basically out of the game at this moment. He does have some gateways which are powered. However, it's not necessarily going to matter. Oh, I didn't see the stalker war happening. But it's okay. Kessian basically taking it very quickly. And we have a GG from SMGJtek and Kessian taking this game 2. It's all even up. It's time for the ace match. The ace girl. Ew. That's dirty laundry. All of that's dirty laundry.
It's laundry time.
Yeah. Be careful with those socks.
I'm probably already pregnant.
Yeah. That's not good. You don't want to get double pregnant from socks.
I'm probably like quadruple pregnant.
It happens.
Do you want me to just drive myself?
Yeah, sure. Where's the Love you too. That's where they at, you know. Okay. And now we're going into that final game between SMGJtek and Kessian. Watch solo. It is 1-1 in this semifinal between SMGJtek and Kessian, and we're on Alterzim Stronghold, which happens to be the suckiest map in the ladder pool. It is just far too big. It is definitely Protoss favored, even though people think it's Zerg favored. With Zerg, yeah, it's great if you're able to, get a side of the base and just macro up and be really awesome. However, it doesn't necessarily work like that, because even if you do get that and you have this huge army and you like it, whatever reason you trade it and you're like, oh man, I just traded armies, I need to keep this momentum going, I know that he can't make anything right now, and you're waiting for that that reinforcement, it just takes forever for it to get there, especially if you went Roach Hydra. Lings get there somewhat faster, but it doesn't necessarily matter. So in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss. His name is Kessian. He is one game away from either going into the bronze match part of the bracket or going into the actual final. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have SMGJtek, the man, the Protoss. Again, he is also one game away from either entering the bronze match of the bracket or the semifinal. I totally think we're going to see the same build out of both of them. And which one can do it better? Kessian got so lucky in that last game. He did a warp in that went right into the main base of SMGJtek, was able to take out the pylons, cut his production, and take out a lot of probes. And you know what? SMGJtek was ahead in that game. He had the better worker lead, as well as, I think, the better assault, but just couldn't stop being crippled by Kessian, and then Kessian taking it. I do feel that SMGJtek is the better player out of the two. He macros a lot better. He is more comfortable in a later game scenario as opposed to, just 4-gating and beating the 4-gate to death, which Kessian likes to do. But you know what? He wins. He's in the semifinal. If whatever you do to win works, do it. But next season, I hope to see a few different builds out of Kessian for sure. Nice guy. Both people scouting. Both Kessian and SMGJtek, and they're both scouting in the wrong directions, but I think they both should know where each other are as soon as they hit each other right here. Or maybe. What they do after the gateway. We have Cybercore coming up. SMGJtek, are you getting your Cyber up? Yeah, he's just waiting for a later probe count in order to get it, which is definitely smarter. He'll have it maybe a little bit later, but not too much later. Definitely able to stop Kessian's 4-gate if that is in case what he's thinking he's doing. But again, these players have been playing sending me replays, and I've been casting them in the best of my ability along with my friend Mesha, and I think they've been watching them and learning from it, and that's very good because that's the whole point, is to learn from it, learn each other's builds, understanding how to beat them, incorporating new builds, using the meta to your advantage. A lot of people don't understand that, a lot of lower league players don't understand that in Starcraft, you have this idea of you want to get that perfect build in order to win all the time. It's not necessarily like that. I don't feel that makes you a great Starcraft player. What makes you a great Starcraft player is to be able to scout, read your opponent, understand what they're doing, use the meta against them. If you know that they're going to be doing, again, if you're going against a Zerg player, they're going 3 hatch before pool one game, the next game you better open 2-gate, and then put a lot of zealot pressure on that and put them so far behind. Use the meta. Just don't do random builds. Have some thought behind it. We are seeing a Robo come straight out of her friend SMGJtek, which is definitely the right answer to this 4-gate aggression. The 4-gate aggression that Kessian does put out, and we are seeing that 4th gateway come down for Kessian, and we will see the proxy pylon and the forward pylon come down right in front of the base of SMGJtek, and SMGJtek is frankly just ready for it. He's going to have that. Well, he will have that first Immortal out, and Immortals, 2 Immortals against, a good number of Stalkers, and as long as you have some Zealots, you'll be fine. That's PvP. Zealots and Immortals and Stalkers. We're seeing the first warp and push coming up to SMGJtek. SMGJtek will have the high ground advantage, but losing that first Zealot, needs to micro that Zealot back, or that Stalker back. Not having warp gate yet, almost having warp gate. moving back and pulling probes. Great idea, and this is great because Kessian is not bringing his other stalker out. Oh, not getting the surround. Needs to get the surround. Oh god, he's trying to get rid of that pylon in order to stop Warp Gate, but Warp Gate is up and ready to go. But it is stopping that Immortal, which is totally what he wanted to do, and Kessian has stopped it. However, Kessian has this warp in that he's not bringing in. Oh, and he's putting a proxy pylon right in the main of SMGJtek. This is pretty insane right now. SMGJtek take care of it quite well, and now he can kite these zealots all day, all night, and he will be able to see that proxy pylon and bring that other. Oh gosh, you need to hotkey these babies and bringing them outside. Oh, and making them run away. Where's that Immortal? And the Immortal's out. So this is great. Immortal is out. Immortal needs to focus on Stalkers, not Zealots. And move back. He's going to focus fire it, which is great because he's going deeper and deeper in the base, giving SMGJtek more time to make more units to destroy him, even though this Immortal is really important when it comes to the Stalker battle. And he will lose it. However, it doesn't necessarily matter. These Zealots are here doing nothing. We saw this in the last game. Kessian not using those Zealots, not hotkeying all those units together. And now SMGJtek has the lead right now. He has the lead with Army, and he'll be able to kite these Zealots all day. It won't matter. And I mean, there's other Zealots not being used right now, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Kessian, SMGJtek's money is going kind of out of control right now. However, that's okay. He's holding this really well. He should make another Immortal right now. Make another Immortal right now. Can he do it? I don't know how much they are in gas. Not necessarily having enough gas. Yes, he's going to chrono out that Immortal, and it's not going to matter. He's got enough stuff now, just holding that off. And oh my gosh, using that other pylon to warp in. Has he been using that? Oh god, he should be using the one in the base. Yeah, Kessian just fouling up just a little bit with this 4-gate. And now Kessian is probing again. He's making probes. Let's see where we're at right now. We have 24 probes to 18 probes. Kessian having the bigger economic lead and the better army lead, and does have Immortals. How many were killed? Kessian did kill 4 workers, but it didn't necessarily matter. His macro is really up to par. Kessian just falling behind. Falling so far behind with that. And yeah, here comes SMGJtek, knowing he has like just such a lead, is going to kill that proxy and just march over to the main base of Kessian. Kessian right now should probably just GG. No, he's needs a macro. Needs to get more probes, which he's doing right now, getting his extra gas. Should get that other expansion. He needs to get an expansion up, get upgrades going. Just be able to fortify this area, or scout at least. He needs to get a robo bay, get an observer. That's a good start. SMGJtek just such a lead right now, but his cyber is still not powered. He needs to do that here soon. And he is taking his natural expansion, which happens to be on an Altersum Stronghold, is this back area base, which is you're not able to get to by land unless you come through the main. And SMGJtek just being ready for anything. Posturing his army forward. Kessian's just so far behind right now. Let's see worker count, 28 to 23. He's making it back up. He's just going to have to be careful. There is this forward pylon here from Kessian, from SMGJtek, which I think he's going to rendezvous with a warp in and then try to move up the ramp, which he will be able to with 2 Immortals. 2 Immortals is the sweet number in this kind of like economic lull of a game between a person who's trying to do some cheesy play with some gateway units. SMGJtek getting ready. You just put those zealots in front. Should put the zealots in front, but that's okay. Sending stalkers up first, seeing a zealot come out. Going to be able to snipe it. 2 Immortals are super powerful, and there's the force field, keeping everything out of the main base of Kessian. We don't have another forward pylon from Kessian, so we won't be able to do any sort of like zealot run-bys into the main of SMGJtek. This is it right here. This is the final showdown. This will determine who goes from the semifinal to the winner's bracket, as well as the bronze part of the bracket. Figuring out who's third and fourth. And he's posturing forward. He knows that if he gets cut off by a few force fields, it'd be kind of terrible. Trying to bait out a few force fields with that little bit of army. Twilight Council coming down from SMGJtek, looking to move up in tech. Sort of a big stalemate right here, but definitely SMGJtek 84 over 58. 84 above 58. Supply from Kessian. And +1 is now finished for SMGJtek, his +1 attack. So such an overwhelming... Yeah, he's going to be able to just rip right through this. Just go up the ramp. You have +1. Who cares? Just aim move up there. Oh! Kind of a bad force field, but kind of a good force field, getting a lot of these units out, cut off from the rest of the army, but the rest of the army will be coming in here shortly. And with that +1 difference and those immortals, these stalkers will die super quickly. He needs to move that stuff up the ramp quickly. Move up the stuff up the ramp. And Kessian having a concave, maybe he will do something with this. Oh my gosh! SMGJtek not getting up that ramp, but now getting, now switching places. And we have +2 attack coming from SMGJtek right now. He's just only doing attack upgrades. Just wants to get up there and finish it. Sort of a funny stalemate at this moment. And honestly, Kessian have enough money to expand, should expand right now, and be putting money into probes. Trying to get on even footing with SMGJtek, which he's totally falling behind because now Blink's on its way and +2. +2 attack only. And another immortal. Immortals and Stalkers, PvP, OMG. And moving out, trying to get the concave, but it's going to get obliterated, even though he has somewhat of a concave. It doesn't matter. These 3 immortals are going to just do short work of it as long as that. And that +2 is just about to finish. Oh my gosh. And +2 finish. Doesn't even matter. That +1 has done so well along with those immortals, and they're just going to move right up that ramp into the base of Kessian. And we'll see the GG. Oh no, why is he moving back? You don't need to move back. You just killed all that. From Kessian we have 7 gates. Don't think it's going to necessarily work out though. He doesn't really have the money to support it. Remember, you can only support like off of 2 bases, I think 6, 7, or 8 gates. Something like that. So on 1 base I would assume like 4 or 5 gates max. And it doesn't even matter. +2 is done. I mean, look at him just take out those stalkers as if they're nothing. Good concave. And the rest of it's up. And it's going to be GG here. SMGJtek, congratulations. You are now in the finals of the League of Starcraft Chicago. And Kessian is moving to the bronze match. So stay tuned for that. And again, thank you, Ignite Gaming Lounge, Megan Silver, Voidway, all the players in this. It was so great doing this for you, and I hope to be doing it next season as well. And again, I miss my friend Mesha, who I wish was doing this with me, but unfortunately the time is not permitting. And when we did cast these live, or some of them live, that VOD was lost to Twitch. So it's okay. Have a good one.